Hi guys, so hope you guys are doing good. Today I am bringing a new ICO in front of you, which is DxChain. So before proceeding further in this particular ICO overall, just I wanted to of course give that little legal statement. So just make sure you are not taking this one as an investment advice, simply providing my own opinion, all information only based on multiple research, because I am just a crypto enthusiast. Do not do any investment only and only based on my advice or research which will be shown in this video. Do your own research before investment. So let's continue. So DxChain. DxChain, I got this particular ICO detail from ICO drop, where they have given the rating as a high. I tried to find more detail and I tried to drill down further. So let's see what they are talking about their USP. They have come in the market, so we have to think what they are trying to sell. So they are saying first, like in the blockchain segment, we are the one who is going to introduce big data. So big data in the blockchain. Machine learning, of course, may not be the new one, because there are multiple other competitors. They also come with the machine learning, but of course they are adding this machine learning also in their USP segment, and this is what they are trying to highlight. And the next, what they are saying, like everything will be powered by computing centric blockchain. Computing centric blockchain, of course, the statement is technically correct, and the algorithm and other things also will be little bit similar, but of course they are treating this overall computing centric blockchain as a bit different from others, which we will be seeing further. So these are overall their three USPs, one related to the big data, the MI, and of course computing centric blockchain. So before investing in any ICO, of course we have to think about their team, because team is very important. After team, the tech will come, because team is the first point, and then technology. So tech, and then of course your overall society, it means social presence and the community which is supporting you, because they are the one who is going to give you money. So team should be there, tech should be there, and of course you should be having money. If you don't have money, then you will not be able to execute the project. So let's start from the team. What kind of team they have? So one is this Alan. I tried to find about him. So he is claiming about, like, he is expert in the blockchain and network security, founder of Tec Lookup, and a serial entrepreneur. So I tried to drill down him and found, like, of course this guy having a 10+ year of experience in security with CISA and CISSP certificate. These are the Cisco Inter-Network Security certifications. So this guy, he is a certified professional as a Cisco security certified professional, having the 10 years of experience, which is good. Of course, we cannot say it's bad, and it's mean this guy is intelligent also, because he is already certified with the CISA and CISSP. Because these both certifications I know very well, because I am already a CCNA and CCNP certified of the batch of 2004 itself. So anyway, these two things are good. Then I try to find the experience, whatever the experience they have. So I found, like, of course this guy is he is a founder and the CEO of Tec Lookup. And Tec Lookup, actually this company, it was working in the AI segment itself, artificial intelligence segment. And this AI and the machine learning which they are talking about. So this particular technology, they are trying to bring over the blockchain. So this guy already have a 5 year of working experience, and not only 5 year of working experience, 5 years until, of course, it's continuing. So he is a founder of that particular company. And then I believe he have thought of the DxChain, which I can see, like, near about 7 months back, he presented DxChain, and this overall, like, your AI over the big data and of course power by computing centric blockchain. So they are trying to put into the DxChain. So DxChain is the overall network they are trying to say. So I believe 10 years, 10 plus year of experience is really fair enough to proceed with such kind of project, and whatever the technical detail I will show you further. So this guy, he is one of the co-founder. The next co-founder also we will see. So Alan itself, after that I tried the credibility, I tried to find the credibility, how credible this guy is. So I saw, of course, there are multiple endorsement and the skill ranking and the points for their skills are there on the LinkedIn and other places. So this guy, you can see it like already endorsed by multiple guys while working in the or today it's working in the Trust Look as a AI cyber security, and of course he is heading as a CEO. So everyone, they will be endorsing him. So not to be worried. But anyway, the best part is like if the endorsement is there, then of course that guy, he is credible. As a digitally when we are searching, of course these things we have found and looks credible enough to proceed with them. The other co-founder, because total I am going to present you 3 co-founders and all 3 of them are co-founders, and I find them it's really good. So this guy Wang, he graduated from Columbia University. Of course, scientist at AT&T research on blockchain technology, which is really awesome. I tried to drill in further. Of course, he also having 10 years of experience, 10 plus year of experience, which is really good. He is giving its mean step by step to the first co-founder, which I shown you. So he also joined the DxChain from, of course, last 7 months itself. Earlier he was with the AT&T. AT&T he have not worked very long, but still 1 year 5 months on the blockchain research. It's a good time he have spent. And before that, of course, he worked with the multiple companies. Of course, I tried to find how credible he is, and that was also fair enough. And because I think he have near about 500 plus followers on the LinkedIn, or friends, you can say that. Next guy, who is James. He is also having an experience of blockchain system design and architecture. And of course, again, the 10 plus year of experience, which is again best, but 10 plus year of experience, he is focusing on the network security, which I believe that's not a problem, because if he having experience, 10 plus year of experience on the network security, and he is on the designing and architecture profile, which is rightly fitted, you can say that it's a completely fitting the profile. Experience, of course, same time he also had joined. Earlier he was working as a manager of mobile department, Trust Look, the same company who's the first founder where it was. The principal security engineer, senior software engineer at Nokia. So all these profiles looks really fine. And as per the credibility point of view also, I have seen this guy. This is fairly good. So you can say that, like, you can be the positive. So overall, the team, which is the first point and the first parameter, as per me, before investing in the ICO. So the summary, if you see, all teams, they are the star teams. The other team members I am talking about, like after him also, the other team members was like one guy Lilu, who is the blockchain researcher, and a couple of guys who is having in the BD and the marketing segment. So they are also really awesome. So the star team with the superstar co-founders, which is really, you can say that, perfect combination. Experience, I always expect like whoever is the leader, it should be having 8 plus year of experience or near about 10 plus year of experience, where they are like perfectly fitting, because all 3 co-founders, they are having 10 years of experience, like 10 plus year of experience. Capability. If I go through their technical capabilities, so the designing the architecture, the implementation, the research, so they have a combination of all. Like they can do a proper R&D, they can do proper architecture and designing job, they can do the proper implementation. So the team structure and the team capability shows, and it will show you the trust on them, who can build up this entire tech or whatever the tech they are trying to say. They will be able to build that. Now, once we go on the advisors, they have totally about 4 advisors, and these 4 advisors are the combination of professors, founders, funding partners. And I have checked their profile also, so the advisors are also a star. So of course you can say that this entire team structure, which is star and superstars, rank whenever you will be giving, of course you will be giving nice ranking, nice points. So I am really positive towards team. Now let's proceed on the tech. So what tech they are talking about? This DxChain, what technology and what uniqueness they are bringing. So they are targeting overall 4 major innovations. These are of course not small, because the way I will be explaining you here on the screen, this may look little bit very simple, but of course when you will drill down, these are the not small. So these are the 4 major innovations which they are talking about. First, they are talking about decentralized computing framework. Decentralized computing framework, where they are going to implement data computing and verification game. If you are going to implement data computing and verification game over the decentralized computer framework, of course, itself it's a big innovation, and you can say that this is one of the major innovation, and this is going to help this particular tech very longer. Chain-on-chain design. Chain-on-chain design, of course, they are talking about 2. One is the data side chain, and the other is computing side chain. And each point we will be, I will be explaining you further. So let's go ahead. They are also using Hadoop, which is big data and machine learning. This is the right platform to use the big data and machine learning. And next, they are talking about network-based system architecture. Network-based system architecture, which is perfectly right, because these guys also having a really good experience in case of network point of view, because we can see that there are 2 co-founders which having the network security experience, and which is really very good. One of the guy who is double inter-network security certified. So on the network-based system architecture, of course, they will be doing data exchange and data analytics, which is really best. So let's talk about the tech. What they are talking about, the decentralized computing framework. The decentralized computing framework, they are talking about the computing which is running on the DX network, or which will be actually running on the DX network, to support more general purpose processing. So today I will tell you like how Bitcoin also doing. So, and how different that DxChain as a technology and as a network they are going to use. So as per them, the processing will be very general purpose processing, and those processing will be kind of the database query, map reduce work. So these things will be very general purpose processing. So of course, when I go through just to check the Bitcoin, like how actually Bitcoin uses blockchain to store all the transactions. If you go through in detail, then you will try to find like they achieve consensus in the network, and those consensus actually need more than half of the activities node to agree. It means you can understand like it is impossible to store all computing states in a blockchain to ensure that computing consensus. Here the DxChain is trying to do something different. If you go through entire their white paper, and then you will able to understand like DxChain team, what they are saying, like they will use 2 mechanisms to ensure the correction of computation. Whatever the correction of computation, this computation they have found in the Bitcoin, so these 2 things they are trying to improve. And those 2 things will be, one is the verification game algorithm, and second, probable data computation, which these 2 points are really very strong. And this again I can say that this is one of the innovative feature which they are talking about. Next where they are saying like chains on chain design structure. When they are talking about chains on chain design structure, what will be chain on chain design structure? Actually they are talking about master and side chain structure. Next they are talking about immutable master chain structure, and then elastic side chain structure. So all these chain structures, basically they are designing a chain shorten algorithm, which you will find like these algorithms have power to remove unused data to save valuable block spaces. So you can understand that they will be able to remove unused data. So it's not like all the data will be remaining on the blocks. So they will be able to remove unused data, and then they will able to save valuable block spaces. Of course, again, if I do the calculation, this is one of the again innovative things which they are trying to do that. Now, moving on the Hadoop, how they are implementing Hadoop and how this Hadoop is going to give benefit to them. So Hadoop they are using for one is for the HDFS for file storage. Next is MapReduce, which will of course for job scheduling, and of course they will be using tool store and distributed jobs. So this is the overall use of Hadoop, and this entire Hadoop actually, if you talk about the DxChain network architecture, so in the network they have designed in a such a way to adapt Hadoop ecosystem as a decentralized environment, because Hadoop is not a decentralized system. Hadoop is a centralized system. So they have designed this particular network architecture in such fashion where this particular entire ecosystem they will be used it in the decentralized environment, which is again one of the best points. Now let's talk about network based system architecture. So in the network based system architecture, what they are trying to do, one you can see that where I am talking about the P2P storage network. This is actually the major point. P2P network storage, which is combined of IPFS, SWAN, and the stores. All these things, three things, what they will do actually, they will be providing you the flexibility. Actually, not you, the DxChain. So they will be providing flexibility and extensibility file system, where you can say that like the data frame and schemes can be built up. So that particular architecture, of course, it gonna help in the P2P network storage. P2P network storage, you can understand that like point to point, from one point to other point, that network storage getting utilized, and that particular architecture, of course, it gonna help in implementing such architectures. So we have gone through the tech, and personally, if you'll ask to me, the tech also whatever the 4 points I have seen, all these 4 points are really innovative, and these 4 points are unique. You can say that till now there is no competition as such on these 4 points, but of course these things are not patent. These are the open source softwares and applications, so replication of course it's possible, but we are talking about as a ICO, making money, investing today, and of course in the tech, whoever goes first, they will be winner. So if they are coming first, of course they are going to be the winner. Whoever will be coming last or delayed, of course they will be little bit delayed. So the first mover advantage, of course, they are going to take. So let's talk about roadmap 2018. Why we are talking about roadmap 2018? Because if we have to multiply any investment into 1x, 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x, 50x, whatever you say, so that roadmap is very important. So it means whatever the money you are investing today, and if in the roadmap they have a plan, like after 2 months they will be launching X, after next 3 months they will be launching Y, and after a couple of months they will be launching this. So entire these periods there will be series of events, and all these series of events will raise the token prices, and those token prices in the exchange, of course, it will go high. And if you are investing today, then these token prices multiplication, of course, will help you to multiply your money itself, whatever the money you are investing. So let's see, 2017 they did identify the key techniques which they are talking about, and component research on big data storage and computation consensus technique for blockchain. So from last year itself they identified key techniques and components. So from last year they have started this work. In the existing company which they are talking about, as per the founder one, that's the company which he founded. So of course they were working on the AI, and that is a little bit similar, only those AI they have to implement in the blockchain. So that's the overall concept. and it will be very easy for them as per my experience, what I understand. In 2018 quarter one, they have released the white paper, of course, finished the design and prototype of key technologies. Q2 which is coming, they are going to launch MVP network launch, and MVP is very important for us also to invest, because once MVP is live, then you will be able to see the product, and once you will be able to see the product, you will feel that power, and of course the confidence will come as an investor. So this is very important. I believe this will be coming very soon. Yesterday they have started KYC verification also. Those guys who have not done KYC verification till it, of course you can proceed for that. But this Q2, which is the minimal viable product, will be coming soon. Q3, they have ICO in this month only, which they have expected. It may extend to next month also, depend on the market scenario. So whenever it's done, I believe the Q3, when they are going to release the master DST test network, that will be the beta launch. That's also one of the best time where you will be able to multiply more your money, whatever the money today you are investing. So if you are holding till that time, I believe minimum you will be getting 10x kind of. This is what I personally believe, and in such kind of market, if you are getting 10x, if you get 5x also, I think that's a very good. But the such kind of tech, I personally believe you may get near about 10x easily. Now let's talk about the Q4. Q4 again, this financial year end, and this Q4 is the master DST test network launch. It means they will be launching that beta version commercially. So API, SDK, library, beta launch, wallet, alpha, preview, and everything will be there. And I have mentioned here only till 2018 financial year, but of course they have a plan completed till 2019. If you can go through their website, you will be able to find that. So of course, drill down further. I try to find in the community member also what kind of community they have. So the Telegram, of course, it's more than 1 lakh. It's near about actually 1.5 lakh. If you go through the entire community and the Telegram group, it's a really very huge if you talk about the community. And community is, they are the one who is going to give money. So it means they are going to get good amount of money, and whatever the target they have, which I will be explaining you next, they will be able to fulfill soon. So I don't think so this will investment and entire scenario, or you will be have, once the crowd sale is open, you will have more time to invest money. So you have to be active to invest that money. Twitter is of course 26.6k, and which is really nice. Other influencer, I try to find it. There is no much influencer right now who is talking about this particular crypto ICO. But I personally believe everyone will be analyzing, and their analysis will also come. So their analysis will help everyone to find and proceed further and take the decisions. If we talk about the negative news in the market, right now I was not able to find any negative news. Couple of words and here and there, of course there is, but there is no negative news as such which can hold us for before investing, and which can convince us like, oh man, you should not invest. So community, again, it's really good. So let's talk about the token allocation. Token allocation is also very important. And why it's very important? Because we are investing in the ICO, and ICO token structure always makes sense. So there is two things. One is the private sale, other is a public sale. I believe most of you guys will be proceeding for the public sale. Public sale have no lockup. The price is awesome. 1 DX, it means 0.0014. So it means you can say that this price is very less. Any product which have very less price, it means I am talking about the ICO. It's very less price. The multiplication chances are higher. So this particular product, multiplication chances will be of course very much high. And for the public sale guys, if you investing in the public sale, of course for you there is no lockup. The best part, those strategic investors, they will be investing So for them, only 25% will be released. Rest, everything is locked up. 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, which is really perfect for them especially, or for those who is going for the public sale. So let's talk about their allocation. So they have allocated 10% for the marketing and business, which is right. Team 10% perfect. Total token for sale, which is 22%. 22% is really nice. It's not bad thing. Ecosystem, mining and community 48%, one of the perfect. So you have to make sure this particular ecosystem, the mining and the community will be getting 48%. So as a community member, you have to be active and just keep finding the way how you can get the share of those 48%. The token name will be DX, and of course this is coming on the ERC20. So you should be having your currency in your ERC wallet. KYC, as I told you, KYC already started yesterday. Still you have time for next 2 days, so you can finish as soon as possible. Total token supply is 100 billion, which is very high, but of course for the sale it's very less, 22 billion, which is the right parameter, because if I talk about 200 to 500 million, the size token is really nice for any ICOs. So such kind of token structure will able to give you really good multiplication, and you can say that perfect for the token allocation point of view. So now we are in the kind of last, where is the time of result, which I calculated on the base of entire analysis, whatever I did. So let's talk about the project. I have explained you the project also. The project excellent if they able to achieve, but of course they will be able to achieve because team is excellent and it's not one person which is superstar. All these 3 founders are superstars. If I go through the members also who is in their group, they are also really nice. The normal experience is of other members. It's kind of 9-year plus, 10-year plus, and such kind of experienced people is involved in this particular project. So which is excellent. Market hype plays very important role, and if I go through the entire social and their community, you can say that one Telegram group itself, it's giving more than 1 lakh, which is near about, not more than 1 lakh, man, it's near about 1.5 lakh, which is really nice. So market hype excellent, community excellent, token structure very good, you can say that, perfect, and roadmap, no doubt. You have series of events in this year itself, and of course next year also. So multiplication, you can just analyze it. I just told you, given you a simple idea, 10 times till first or second series of events is easy to achieve. It's not far. So overall my result is excellent, 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 excellent. 5 excellent out of 6, man. Perfect. Their scoring is 92 by 100. So I will tell you, as per my point of view, of course I am bullish towards this particular ICO. I am only going to wait for the MVP, but of course I am very much sure the MVP will be coming soon. So I will request you guys also to just go and do your whitelisting. So don't be staying and sitting only and watching and thinking like I'll be investing or not investing. I think invest or don't invest, it doesn't matter. You will have time to analyze that, but just go and do the KYC. So you will not have any barrier to stop. So let's go ahead, and I will request you guys again to do some more research before going for the investment. Thank you so much. If any question, feel free to message me, feel free to email me. Bye bye. Take care.